welcome to Rendezvous with Alysia, only on Madhouse TV, every Saturday morning at 11. Today is going to be another one of my great shows. I have actor John Thomassen, who's going to be my co-host for the day, and actor Scott Rocco, who's also here as our guest. Now, there's something that the two of them have in common, is that they will be featured in a new film called When the Storm God Rides, which hopefully will start filming this summer, somewhere around New Mexico. It is it's from a book by Thomas E. Kelly, a great novel. Before we even start the show, I do have a clip that I took off of YouTube, just a brief little intro about the book. But before we do that, I want to talk about my dress today. My dress today is sponsored by Karma Boutique of Belmore, located at 2880 Merrick Road in Belmore, New York, on Long Island. So thank you, Karma Boutique. So anyway, before we get started about you guys, because I want to just give a big thanks to John Thomassen, who is my co-host.
There's that L again.
All right.
Did I say Thomassen? Did I say Thomassen?
It's John Thomassen, but I like this. John Thomassen sounds like a good guy, too.
You know, Chris is whispering in my ear, like, say the L, say the L. But thanks to John Thomassen,
Did it again.
I did it again. John Thomassen. I know Chris is like, woo, thumbs up.
Got it.
We met last year thanks to Melissa.
Yes.
She introduced us. She came on my show last year, Madhouse TV, and that was a great show.
With Antonio, who I've become friends with. And
oh, he's great, isn't he?
Yeah, it really is. It's amazing. You guys have been so nice to me. I cannot thank you enough. Like you and Chris both, but specifically you, because I met you first.
Sure.
And it's been a really warm, welcome into your lives, and it's interesting because I came on as a guest, but I do believe that we are now friends.
I think we are, and I have a feeling
and
we're going to become more like family soon.
When you become like a great friend, you will be able to pronounce my last name.
You know what? Let's work on the friendship. I still got to meet your whole family and stuff like that.
Yes,
And then once we're family, I'll say your name properly.
Perfect.
I'll drop the L.
It's a deal.
But thanks to John Thomassen, Chris and I, who host the Rendezvous radio show with Chris and Alysia, we are now official storm gods for this book, When the Storm God Rides. I have a clip that I'd like to play for you. It's not even a minute long. Can we play the clip on When the Storm God Rides, please?
James has a suspicion who killed his family. Traveling from town to town, he uses his skills from the Civil War to seek revenge. Follow James in When the Storm God Rides, now available at tapepublishing.com.
So that was a clip. That was just a brief couple-second preview about the book. I think you can see the cover in the book by Thomas E. Kelly. Now, because of that book, we got to meet actor Scott Rocco, who's on the scene. But I want to talk to John. Now, John, how did you find out about When the Storm God Rides?
Generally, the way I do most of my auditions, they post it on Backstage. And I read the breakdowns, and I thought, it's an awesome, idea. Like, how do I say it? When you grow up, it's great to want to play, the action star. It's great to want to do comedy. But I think all of us, at one point in time of our lives, wanted to play cowboys and Indians.
Of course.
So the idea to be in a Western excited me. So I auditioned, and I started speaking with Demetrius Polito, who was helping Thomas as the casting director, and then eventually I started talking to Thomas, who's the boss. And it sort of spiraled from there, and I'm very excited to play a part in this film for two reasons. Basically, the most important thing is the script's really great. Mm-hmm. That's what matters the most. Thomas has a way with words. I read the book. The book is fantastic. I think you should all go and buy it. Mm-hmm. The script is really great. It hits on all notes. The formula is complete. And the other reason I'm excited is the cast. To get to work with people that I respect in the industry and, share time with them that will forever be on, film is very exciting.
Oh, the cast is sick. I mean, every time you go on Facebook, he's got a new press release of a new actress, a new actor. He's got Clint Eastwood's daughter,
Yeah, she's a producer. And she should know a thing or two about Westerns. I mean, when you think about it, great Western actors that in my generation that I'm aware of, there's probably three. I would say the Duke, John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, and probably Kevin Costner because he makes great westerns as well. So the idea that Clint Eastwood's daughter, who has been around her father all her life, and knows a thing or two about a great western, like Unforgiven, would be interested in taking part in this, that just, solidifies what I always believed, which is that Thomas wrote a great script. Mm-hmm. Then you get a director like Michael Priest. As we spoke on the radio show, this guy was the director of like every TV show that was, exciting to me growing up. I mean, we spoke about it at the dinner table. Dallas, mm-hmm. Knots Landing, Texas Walker Ranger, MacGyver, The Hulk, Seventh Heaven, the list goes on and on. Then you get actors like Ranger Hines and William Shockley and Martin Cove and Richard Tyson. I mean, and that list just keeps going on and on. Ronnie Jean Belvin's, it's ridiculous. Scott Rocco.
I know, Scott Rocco.
Scott Rocco. So,
who rolls in with the guitar today? I didn't even know he played guitar and sang, so I'm looking forward for this performance.
So yeah, like all of that just leads to my excitement, and it's one of the films I'll be, shooting this summer that I'm extremely excited about, and I am, very proud that I got to make the introduction with two people, you and Chris, that I love so much.
We are so honored.
And a film I'm very excited about.
Because we wouldn't have become Storm Gods if it wasn't for you. So you're the one who introduced us to Thomas C. Kelly. So
Feel
you really,
the thunder.
You get a lot of credit for because we are so happy.
I should get
we
all the
made
credit,
all new
actually.
friends.
I should get all the credit.
We're giving you all the credit.
Like all the credit.
Chris and I.
All the credit.
Because Chris and I, we wake up every morning. We have messages from all the storm guards and stuff like that. I feel like we're living like this awesome new life with awesome new friends, and we owe it all to you.
I think you should be extras and get shot.
I think so. You know what I love, too? Thomas calls Chris and I city slickers. He calls us the city slickers, which is so funny. I love it.
Well, like I've never spoken to like a cowboy before.
Yeah.
But you speak to Thomas, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, and what a dynamite guy. Mm-hmm. And I'm a big fan / friend of his. So I'm very, very happy just to get to, meet him eventually when we do the table read and shake hands with all the other amazing actors.
Yeah.
And it's exciting, It's like part of being cool like me and doing films and acting stuff.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk about really quick also. You didn't always do films.
No.
Weren't you a construction worker or a union man or something?
Oh, okay. Yeah, when I got out of college, I joined the Dock Builders Union.
Yeah.
And I worked in the unions, and then eventually I started running for office, and I was, hired to be a business rep for, all the local unions, and I did that for 10 years, and it was a great job. It's great to help people that are, hard workers. So I felt very fulfilled in that respect, but at the same...
Wasn't your passion,
in the same token, you go home and it's like, all right, I helped all those people. They're doing great, and I'm bored. Mm-hmm. So what I always wanted to do was be an actor, and luckily I have a supportive family, and they were like, hey, listen, go for it. So I went to Strasbourg and started acting, and, I have some friends in the industry that gave me, like, the right nudge. And
you landed, like, 8 films, like a year out of...
I don't know if you're aware of this yet, Alysia, but I'm extremely talented.
You are talented. I know you're talented.
Like, ridiculously so.
He's not even out of film school.
It's so impressive, Scott. So impressive.
He makes a whole life transfer. Yes. Not even out a year, and he's, like, featured in 8 films. I don't know if this is going
to offend your audience, but I'm a good bullshitter. No, in all seriousness.
You're an actor.
No, I am. And, I can say that. I am an actor, and regardless of how successful or unsuccessful I get, I will always be an actor because I love what I do.
And you are good at it. I'd like to play a clip really quick. It's called The Awakened. Is that the movie?
Yeah.
This is the first, this is a trailer, right? It's the trailer.
Yes,
this is
the trailer.
The first trailer that I've ever seen John Thomassen act in. So can we play that clip from The Awakened?
The Awakened. Come.
Just a quick update on Hurricane Helene. The storm's expected to hit Miami as a Category 3 with winds topping around 120 miles an hour. We urge you to exercise extreme caution.
Excuse me, sir. Is this where the hurricane party is?
Here's to a wild night.
Wild night?
The whole idea still seems so strange to me. Why would you have a party for a natural disaster?
starting to get a little eerie.
I'm starting to get claustrophobic in here.
Yep. We're locked in this small, constricted place for hours.
Does anyone even know we're here then?
Not really.
What if something happens?
Babe, nothing's gonna happen.
You know what would be awesome right now? Some ghost stories.
Yeah. Turn the lights off, light up some candles.
This isn't summer camp.
Ooh, I know. A seance.
I don't know. The Bible also says you're not supposed to mess with the occult.
Welcome back to Rendezvous with Alysia, only on Madhouse TV. Wasn't that a great trailer of John
So
Thomassen?
spooky.
Well, John, we're going to cut to a commercial, but before we do, can you please introduce our guest
Yes.
for the day?
Scott Rocco is an actor and musician that's local to the area, and I am extremely proud to get to know him and work with him on When the Storm God Rides. He has been in a bunch of films, including Come As You Are, which was just in the Bergenfield Film Festival in New Jersey.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, you know, pay attention because this kid's a shooting star.
Good. So we are going to cut to a commercial. When we come back, John and I are going to make it all about Scott. So stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this.
Hey, I'm Tom Mealy. I'm with Madhouse TV. This guy just walked up the steps. I don't know what is the story with you?
I'm comedian Frank Prince.
Hey, what the hell do you want here?
I want my own reality TV show.
You think you're funny enough?
Hell yeah.
Well, how much money you got?
Short arms and deep pockets.
You think you can make it?
I'm the Myron J. Show.
You think?
I think.
All right.
I know.
We're going to give him a shot this spring here on Madhouse TV. Tune in and wait for
Frank Prince, the Myron J. Show.
There you go. We'll see you this spring. We got a ton of new shows coming up. My pal Frank Prince, great comedian. Wait to see him. Tune in to Madhouse TV this spring. Have a wonderful day.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
This is Beth.
Hi.
Oh, congratulations. When are you due?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, look at that. Excuse me.
You're totally thin.
You look very sexy.
For life's bleachable moments, all it takes is 3/4 of a cup.
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
When your cable's on the fritz, you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, your daughter imitates. When your daughter imitates, she gets thrown out of school. When she gets thrown out of school, she meets undesirables. When she meets undesirables, she ties the knot with undesirables. And when she ties the knot with undesirables, you get a grandson with a dog collar. Don't have a grandson with a dog collar. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. When your cable company...
Welcome back to Rendezvous with Alysia, only on Madhouse TV, every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today I'd like to thank Karma Boutique, 2880 Merrick Road in Belmore, for this hot dress that I'm wearing. I'm actually going to wear it all night tonight. I'll be with the cast and crew of Madhouse TV, going over to Miss Senior America's house, Gail King, for a launch party of Chicago mob wife Nora Schweiss's new wine, The German. So you're going to see me tonight in the same dress also. So thank you, Karma Boutique in Belmore. So John, let's introduce our guest
come on.
here.
Get Scott over here because, I don't
Hello.
like talking about myself.
Scott, tell us all about you. How long have you been acting?
Well, I've been acting for about 10 years now, and it's definitely been a journey. You feel like you got a hang of it, but then you realize you don't, because you're always learning something new about your craft. You're always learning something new about the business, and I think that's the beauty of it. You never really get tired of it. You never really want to throw in the towel. There's always something new.
That's the mark of a true actor.
Sure.
If you get into this business because you want red carpets and movie premieres, you will be dissatisfied. We sort of do this because we can't not do it, I think.
Right.
And that's why you kind of get sucked into it, like you said.
Absolutely. Everybody has an outlet, whether it's going to the gym, going for a bike ride, or playing music, or acting. Whatever that catharsis is, I think you need that. You need that stability. You need that something just to keep you grounded. And I think, for me, acting and music is obviously it. So.
Plus, we're obviously slightly crazy.
A little crazy.
Well, I don't think you're crazy. I mean, I think you're creatively talented. I think there's a fine line between being creatively talented.
I'll
and
take
crazy.
what you said, but I'm going to throw a little bit of crazy into it because it's a hard business. It's very rewarding, personally. Sometimes other people don't see it that way.
Of course.
So I mean, as as a celebrated author,
yes.
as well as radio host.
Did you see it? Now I must have tagged. I wrote this poem probably back in 1990. Chris and I were talking about it yesterday. Remember the movie Misery with Kathy Bates and James Caan?
Yes, sure. Yeah.
Now, I have been writing since I'm 7, 8, 9, probably 9. I realized I had talent. My whole family did, and I knew I wanted to be a writer. I just didn't know if I was going to be an author, a journalist, if I was going to be on TV. I knew I had the passion. It was just directing it to where it was going to go. And in 1990, when that movie Misery came out, and Kathy Bates got James Caan and shackled him up and made him write, from that point on, I knew it was going to be books. And I knew it was going to be a novel. I knew whether it was, starting with the children's books, the novels. But I knew I didn't want that 9 to 5. I was going to college, and I said, I'm not doing the rat race anymore. I want to get up at 4 in the morning. That's when I'm the most creative and write. And go on and go. I didn't want the rat race. I wanted to be crazy, creative, just
That's
like you.
so interesting to me that you watched Misery, and she shackled him up and broke his legs, and your first novel was a child's book.
Was it children's book?
So I think
crazy,
you're a little
right?
crazy as well.
I'm in the process of the adult novel.
The next one will be 50 Shades of Grey Part 5.
Part 5, right? Yeah.
The shackling.
But it was the dream when James Caan was stuck in that old country home on that big piece of property, typing away. I said, that's going to be me. I'm going to be home on a computer writing novel after novel. I mean, it started with children's books, but that's what my dream set in 1990. Then I wrote that poem in 91. And it's so hard being an independent artist when you first start out. People don't understand. Why aren't you working 95 and making $40,000 a year? Why are you living off tuna fish and doing this and doing? They don't get it.
Ask them why they're doing something that they don't love.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, I know I've had many challenges. How about the two of you? Your challenges on being actors?
Oh, wow. I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. Well, it's true. A lot of people are not going to understand why you're doing it that way when it should be a particular way that they see it. Family, friends, they'll all come at you and out of love, of course. They'll all come at you and say, you know, why don't you get the 9 to 5 where you can make $50,000, $60,000 a year and keep yourself afloat and do the acting thing and the music thing on the side.
Right.
And it's like, no, that doesn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just not natural for John, for you, for me, for all the artists out there. What comes natural is taking that risk.
Yes.
You know, and knowing that at the end you're going to see it to fruition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it takes.
And you guys are kind of like me. Like I could see it in your eyes. You could taste it right now. You can taste your forever. Like you have forever in a moment, just like I do. I see it in the both of you.
Sure, yeah. It's you get inspired.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the key. You constantly get inspired from other people.
Yeah.
You know, other artists, other walks of life. You know, it just that's how it works, and that keeps you going.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like I'm like so lucky to get to do what I do.
Yeah.
And I might not make as much money as all my friends, but I go home so thrilled and happy.
Exactly.
With what's going on.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wouldn't change it. So I don't, that's how you know I'm crazy, because I think I have the world, you know, by the
cojones.
The cojones, yeah. I think I'm just very lucky and very blessed. I have an amazing family that does support me, even though they think I'm crazy. I get to work with and meet interesting individuals like Scott and, you know, so many that came before him that I've worked with. And it's just, every day's kind of cool. And, you know, I used to make a shitload of money, and I wasn't as happy as I am now eating peanut butter and bread, so.
Exactly.
You know.
High five, because I feel the
You know,
same way.
it's something-
It's
it's
not, I don't
something
think
to
it's
be said.
crazy, though. I think it's creative. And I'm sure everybody in the cast of When the Storm God Rides has either gone through it or is going through it now. It's the dream. It's just wanting to live your dream.
Yeah.
Now, I want to talk about your movie Wisp, I think it's called, in a minute, but I want to bring up Scott. Speaking of dream, congratulations. You just made it to a huge film festival with one of your own films.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about
really
it.
Appreciate it. Well, I started coming up with the concept for the story, I think, back in 2008. You know, my family and I, my brothers, my older brothers, we grew up watching sport dramas like Rocky, which was probably the biggest one. The Champ with John Voight.
I love that movie.
The Longest Yard, Burt Reynolds, the original one. Remember the Titans, Hoosiers. I always wanted to do a movie like that had some sort of sports backdrop. But I also wanted it to have some sort of musical premise as well, because I come from a musical background as well. And I thought, oh, maybe if I could intertwine those two elements, it might have an interesting story that people would want to see and want to check out. So it started in 2008. I wrote a feature, and then I ended up moving to Austin, Texas, where I wrote the second and third draft. And, you know, I fought hard to get the feature made and decided at some point maybe we should condense it into a short, because our chances of getting it made would be a lot better. And then go back to the feature later on. So kind of like reverse engineering it in a way.
Of course.
So I moved back to New York back in 2011, and we started putting it into production, my friends and I, and we made it happen. And we spent a good amount of 2012 editing it just to get it right. And we submitted to festivals, and the Bergenfield Film Festival in Bergenfield, New Jersey was the first film festival to accept us, and they were very, very warm and just a great group of people to be around.
I saw the trailer. It's a cool trailer. It looks top-notch the way it was filmed, and I think that's the first of many.
Thank you.
Now, can you tell the audience again the name of this film?
It's called Come As You Are.
Okay.
It's about, basically it's about a star high school athlete shunned by his family, his friends, and his peers when he decides to commit to a career in music. In short, that's what it's about.
In short.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to play a quick clip of Come As You Are by Scott Rocco, and then we're going to go right into a commercial. So enjoy the clip.
Listen up, ladies. They're all saying you can't win. Well, starting now, we're going to show them that you're going to win.
Mr. Russell, if he goes back out on the field... He's going back on the field. End of story.
I'm your father!
And I'm hurt! Don't you see that?
You know, that loss killed us, bro. You know, papers won't even talk about us anymore. Recruiters won't come see me. We're losing the buzz.
I should have taken your advice a long time ago and just went with it. You got a guitar, dude?
Sick and tired of people in my face. Enough is enough already. Wanna use me, even take my place, but I'm overpopular.
No, I'm serious. That was different. Different is good.
I'd rather be myself and call my own place for a change. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
One resident describes her horrifying experience when she first realized the complex was on fire.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go give me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hey, I'm Tom Mealy. I'm with Madhouse TV. This guy just walked up the steps. I don't know what is the story with you?
I'm comedian Frank Prince.
Hey, what the hell do you want here?
I want my own reality TV show.
You think you're funny enough?
Hell yeah.
Well, how much money you got?
Short arms and deep pockets.
You think you can make it?
I'm the Myron J. Show.
You think?
I think.
All right.
I know.
We're going to give him a shot this spring here on Madhouse TV. Tune in and wait for
Frank Prince, the Myron J. Show.
There you go. We'll see you this spring. We got a ton of new shows coming up. My pal Frank Prince, great comedian. Wait to see him. Tune in to Madhouse TV this spring. Have a wonderful day.
Welcome back to Rendezvous with Alysia, every Saturday morning at 11, only right here on Madhouse TV, Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Once again, I'd like to thank Karma Boutique in Belmore, 2880 Merrick Road, for sponsoring my dress today. Thank you, Karen. But I have John Thomassen here, an actor, and Scott Rocco. The thing that the three of us have in common is the movie When the Storm God Rides. The novel was written by Thomas E. Kelly. This has gone from a novel into a full feature film. And if it wasn't for John Thomassen, I said it right, Noel, connecting Chris and I to Thomas E. Kelly, I wouldn't be here, Scott wouldn't be here. So thank you, thank you. Because we made so many new friends again. The Storm Gods are amazing, and I think
They are, and I have to say, the best thing that I've come to know about this movie so far is the insanely supportive fan base.
Beyond supportive.
I mean, you know, you ladies in particular and guys know who you are that, you know, promote this film that is based on a phenomenal book by Thomas E. Kelly, and the film's going to be wonderful. And me and Scott get to play, you know, cowboys and outlaws, and it's going to be great.
Oh,
But
wait, you know
it's
what?
the fan base and the book and the script that are really important. So I would urge everyone to go on Facebook and check out When the Storm God Rides. I would urge you to go to Twitter and check out When the Storm God Rides. Just put the initials in at. And I would urge you to support a phenomenal film on IMDb and hit the like button, because we're trying to get this film made. We are so close. The cast is phenomenal. The director is a legend. And we want to let all Hollywood and the East Coast and West Coast know that Storm Gods is going to be the big film, hopefully next year or, you know, the end of this year in December if we get our wish. And we want you to check it out and like it. And support Scott Rocco, support Alysia, and, you know, I'm John.
I was going to go, oh, wait.
Well,
Do you remember when we did a radio show? Chris and I have the Rendezvous radio show with Chris and Alysia. And I think twice we had Thomas E. Kelly and
Yes.
and Michael Priest call in, and we had all the actors call in. And one conversation, which I don't know if you were too happy with, but Vanessa and I were very happy talking about facial hair. Beards. Are you
Yeah,
guys
that's right.
going to grow beard? I think of Western. I think of country, cowboys. I think of beards.
Well, I can say
Are you going to grow beard?
I normally do not shave, generally, unless I have an audition. I just shot film, so they need me clean shaven.
Okay.
But generally, I don't shave anyway, so a couple weeks when I finally get a start date, I will, you know, stop shaving, and then, you know, it all comes down to, you know, what the director and the producers have in mind. You know, you go into hair and makeup and they make you look the way you want. You don't even need a beard. You might have one.
Right. Now, how about
So,
you?
I mean-
Will you grow a beard, or will you? I mean, I could be wrong,
he's so
but just as a
handsome.
chick, just as a chick, I'm thinking, do you grow a beard to be a cowboy?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do the
You're
best
the bushwhacker.
I can. Yes.
Yeah.
He's a young bounty hunter from Georgia.
Sounds like something from a Vivid film.
I don't know. Yeah. So I think I might go for a grungier, dirtier, Western type look.
Vanessa, if you're watching, or when you do watch, you and I will be commentary on all the beards in the film. So it's a little inside joke to you.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun talking to you guys.
That was a great show.
So yeah, things are great. You know.
Yeah, take over, because you have so much going on. I don't even want to ask you questions, because I'll probably screw up your career. So just start talking and
You couldn't screw it up any more than I have already. Trust me.
just tell everybody about what's going on.
Well, you know, I have a bunch of films. I'm supposed to shoot 4 films this summer. When the
4?
Storm God Rides. Yeah, When the Storm God Rides, you know, being the one that I'm here to promote. I have Wisp. I have Feeding on Fear, and potentially Moon Man with Andrew Roth, who's a friend of yours as well. So hopefully we can get those all done. And, you know, Sharp Love and Tied Up have been doing great in the festivals. They're both in the Long Island Film Expo, International Film Expo. So check out that website to get the dates. F New York, the feature, is in the Hoboken Film Festival, so check the dates. Sharp Love's in the Bronx Festival. The Awakened just was in Motor City Nightmares. It's in Kentucky next month. It's somewhere else the following month at all the big horror festivals. So, you know, you could find me. Just go to johnthompson.com, and, you know, I always put on my blog, you know, where I'm going to be at. I'm very excited to make this movie. I'm very excited to work with Scott.
Likewise.
And I think I have a clip of, you know, Sharp Love you can show real quick.
Okay.
Do we have that?
Can we show that clip of Sharp Love, please?
What? What are you doing?
We're going to the gym. You got any whey protein? It's for the kid. You can put it in his little sissy cup.
It's a sippy cup, not a sissy cup, and no, I don't have any protein. What's with the kid?
This kid? It's my son.
I didn't know you had a son.
Yeah, bro, me either.
Well, if he's your kid, then what's his name?
What's your name again, kid?
My name is Giacomo.
His name's Giacomo.
Well, how old is he?
How old are you?
I'm 8.
He's 8.
I mean, isn't he a little bit old to be strapped to you like
Hey.
this?
I'm making up for lost time. Hey, what's your problem lately?
I don't like what you've been telling people in the building.
Hey, I'm not the one who said your life's a series of drop passes.
Cover his ears. I got 3 questions for you. What the fuck? I got a reputation to maintain.
Easy.
You got some eggs, bro?
Why should I give you anything?
All the physical fitness tips I give you, this is the thanks I get.
I don't need your tips. I go to the gym on my own terms.
No. You say you're going to the gym, but you go to the park and sleep, or you go to your little bench and cry.
No, I never cry. And the only bench I sit on is at the gym.
You need to relax.
Whatever.
Oh, whatever. Here's another tip for you. 1 hour of this a day is 24 hours of this a day. You should try it.
Yeah.
It would help with your head, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this coming from the guy who says the word condom has 2 words in it, con and dumb. Real nice, bro.
You should talk, man. What are you cooking?
Bologna quesadillas.
Smells.
Welcome back. Sorry about that. We're having so much fun talking about John filming that film. Tell everybody about that. That was hysterical.
What I was saying was, it was fun, and that film has been extremely well received. I think they've been in like 19 festivals. We won a bunch of awards. But the funny part for me was the boy, Isaiah, who was in the film. He's like 11 years old in that Baby Born, or 10 years old. He was heavy. I mean, walking around all day long. And once we strapped him in, it would be too difficult in between takes to take him out and put him back in. It would just kill the time. So he was pretty much, attached to me at the hip, the entire day.
You guys were an item.
And I went home and I was like, oh, I need a cocktail.
Yeah.
Because, my back was shot. But it was a lot of fun.
I can't even pick up my 9-year-old.
Yeah, so that one's in the Long Island International Film Expo. It's next week, Saturday. It's playing at the Secret Theater in Queens. Queens World Film Festival picked it with 6 other films to play again. They were their favorites out of the hundreds and hundreds that were in the Queens World Film Festival, so you can go see it for free. It's also in the Bronx Film Festival and many others. So check it out. Come see me. I'll be there. Love to meet you guys.
Totally, yeah. Whenever you can find John on IBMD.
Wrong. It's the Internet Movie Database. So that would be IMDb. Yes, you can find me on
That's
IMDb.
an inside joke between us.
Yes, it is. It is. Just go to johnthomassen.com. Check it out. I got my resume up there. I have my reel on there. You click on the first picture and it plays my reel. So if you are potentially looking to cast somebody who's amazing, you can click on that button. And IMDb, find me on Facebook, John J. Thompson on Twitter, and blah, blah, blah. Let's get to Scotty.
Let's go to Scotty. Where can everybody find you?
Same as John, on IMDb or on Facebook. I have a page up there, dedicated to acting, to music. And
You're going to sing, right?
I was asked to, so yeah, sure.
Really excited. We'll talk for a couple more minutes. We'll cut to a commercial, and then we'll have you sing. But how did you find out about When the Storm God Rides? I saw your audition with Clint. I saw it on YouTube. I didn't even know it was there. Chris found it. Chris was like, check them out. You guys look
Clint couldn't make it, but you're like buddies with Clint?
Yes. Clint's a good friend of mine, and he unfortunately couldn't make it today.
Yeah.
He's on a big modeling shoot, I think.
Yeah, he's like a supermodel. He's like the face of our model. He's the successful one in this trio.
Yeah, he's doing well for himself. But I met Demetrius Polito, who's going to play a supporting role in The Storm.
I feel like I'm the only one that hasn't met Demetrius.
He's just a wonderful person,
yeah?
very genuine, very down to earth. I met him when I was living in Austin on a set for a film. I don't think that came out. Did it come out? I don't think it ever came out. But what came out of that was a really good friendship, and we started working together more. And then he introduced me to Thomas. He said, "Hey, there's this really great script that I read, Western piece that this guy Thomas E. Kelly wrote. I'm going to put you in touch with him. I want you to talk to him and read the script." I said, "Yeah, I would love to. Because I had just done a Western with Demetrius called Last Words."
Saw that.
And we were itching to do another one. Because once you get a taste of one, you want to do more.
Mm-hmm.
Hence Clint Eastwood with all his Westerns. I'm sure he was just addicted to, that that genre. I got the script forwarded to me, and I read it, and I was like, wow, this is like one of the most compelling pieces of writing in that particular genre that I've ever come across, I've ever read. And we haven't seen anything like that in a really, really long time. So I said, look, if I can't become involved as an actor, I just want to become involved, period, whether it's on production or behind the scenes or just helping out, referring other actors or other talent. And so next came the phone call with Thomas, and I think we were on the phone for at least an hour the first time we spoke.
Of course, yeah.
You guys know how it is.
Yeah, Thomas is great.
He's just a
Yeah.
wonderful guy.
Dynamite guy.
Yeah. And you don't want to stop talking
You
to him
don't.
because he's very inspiring, and he's such a go-getter. Like, he's a risk taker, and that's what you need in this business.
Yes.
You know, if you're not a risk taker, then this is probably not something that you want to do. But he has a goal, and he's going to meet it. And he's not letting anybody stand in his way.
No, it's
But
inspiring.
And his wife is so supportive.
Very
and
supportive,
his daughter,
yeah.
he cast his daughter in the film, Caitlin.
She's so smart.
She knows, I think, every person's line, everybody's lines,
Yeah, she's
right?
a smart cookie.
She's so smart. His wife's a doll. I mean, just great.
No, it's a
very,
great
very
cast.
good family.
Yeah, so when did you find out that you made it?
Well, we started talking more often, and we became better friends. And then he said, you know, I'd like you to read for a part. Can you put yourself on tape? And I said, yeah, sure, absolutely. And he sent me the breakdown for the Bushwhacker, which is a young bounty hunter in the film, who goes looking for the lead character, James, on a I guess a hunting spree, if you want to call it that. And you know, I read the breakdown, and I you know, put my own twist on it, and I sent the video to him. He said, "This is great. You're in."
What more could you want?
Okay. And then he said to me in another breath, "Still looking for a Wyatt Earp." And I said, "Wait a minute. I know someone who could probably audition for that and do a really, really good job of it." And that's when I thought of Clint, because Clint is like, when we bring him on the show, because I would love to bring him on the show. He'll go into it further. He's like a diehard Western fan. He loves Clint Eastwood movies.
He was named, right? After Clint
he
Eastwood?
was, exactly.
I think that I heard that.
Yeah. So I said to Thomas, why don't you try auditioning Clint, because I think he would be a pretty good fit for that. He said, okay, send me his headshot, send me his resume. So I forwarded all of Clint's stuff to Thomas, and they started talking on the phone, and they became better friends. And then Clint and I worked on his audition together. We put him on tape. We sent it to Thomas. I think Thomas showed it to a few other people. And then he got back to Clint and said, you got it. So it all happened that quick.
It's amazing. The cast and crew, we're talking about When the Storm God Rides, a novel actually, written by Thomas E. Kelly, coming into a feature film, along with Scott Rocco, John Thomassen, and Chris and I are the official radio broadcast for the film. But anyway, we are going to cut to a commercial. When we come back, Scott Rocco, who I didn't even know could sing and play guitar, we're going to be over on the stage listening to him. You're going to die. So stay tuned.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC.
The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
Hey, I'm Tom Mealy. I'm with Madhouse TV. This guy just walked up the steps. I don't know what is the story with you?
I'm comedian Frank Prince.
Hey, what the hell do you want here?
I want my own reality TV show.
You think you're funny enough?
Hell yeah.
Well, how much money you got?
Short arms and deep pockets.
You think you can make it?
I'm the Myron J. Show.
You think?
I think.
All right.
I know.
We're going to give him a shot this spring here on Madhouse TV. Tune in and wait for
Frank Prince, The Myron J. Show.
There you go. We'll see you this spring. We got a ton of new shows coming up. My pal Frank Prince, great comedian. Wait to see him. Tune in to Madhouse TV this spring. Have a wonderful day.
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! It's like you I don't. Power.
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power!
When your cable's on the fritz, you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, your daughter imitates. When your daughter imitates, she gets thrown out of school. When she gets thrown out of school, she meets undesirables. When she meets undesirables, she ties the knot with undesirables. And when she ties the knot with undesirables, you get a grandson with a dog collar. Don't have a grandson with a dog collar. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. When your cable company keeps you on hold, you get angry. When you get angry, you go blow off steam. When you go blow off steam, accidents happen. When accidents happen, you get an eye patch. When you get an eye patch, people think you're tough. When people think you're tough, people want to see how tough. And when people want to see how tough, you wake up in a roadside ditch. Don't wake up in a roadside ditch. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. When you pay too much...
Welcome back to Rendezvous with Alysia, only on Madhouse TV every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, I'd like to I'd like to thank Karma Boutique of Belmore for my beautiful dress. They sponsored my outfit for today's show. Thank you, Karen. And also want to say that When the Storm God Rides is the most anticipated film of 2013. We have actor Scott Rocco and John Thomassen, who is my co-host for today, who are going to be two incredible... You're making me nervous up here. I'm getting so tongue-tied. Two incredible actors who are going to be in the film. You're not going to want to miss this film. Again, a novel by Thomas C. Kelly, When the Storm God Rides. But I'd like to introduce now actor Scott Rocco, who's going to end the show singing. So enjoy.
This is a song I wrote for Come As You Are. It's called Different Is Good.
Sick and tired of people in my face. Enough is enough already. Wanna use me, even take my place, but I'm over popularity. Don't care what they say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so sick of this game. So what? So what? So what? Different is good. I'd rather be myself and call my own, play for a change. try to shut me out, but I don't care, 'cause I'm so on fire every day. Go ahead, extinguish the flame if you dare. My soul will blind you anyway. Don't care what they say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so sick of this game. And so what, so what, so what? Different is good. I'd rather be myself and call my own place for a change. And so what, so what, so what? Different is good. To the beat of my own drum is the only way. The only way. The only way. Yeah, 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 yeah. So what, so what, so what? Different is good. I'd rather be myself and call my own place for a change. And so what, so what, so what? Different is good. To the beat of my own drum is the only way. Yeah, 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 yeah. Got soul that says it's here to stay. I got soul that says it's here to stay. I got soul that says it's here to stay. I got soul that says it's here to stay. I got soul that says it's here to stay. I got soul that says it's here to stay. I got soul that says it's here to stay. I got soul that says it's here to stay. Thank you. Shall I do another? Do it again. Okay, here we go. This is another song I wrote. It's called Joyride. There's a surfer waiting for the ultimate ride. Setting up for what could be the best day of his life. Come on, take me, he says as the wave begins to carry him across the ocean. Maybe catch a better break this time. I see a little girl outlining her dreams in the sand. Soaking up the sun, splashing water with her hands. Come on, help me, she says as she runs back toward her safety. The world that she knows, making castles and memories that sway, swift as a breeze. smiles as she runs back toward her safety. Yeah, the world that she knows, making castles and memories as swift as a breeze. Thank you.
Nice job, Ross. I am jealous of your talent.
Well, are we So just want to say a big shout out to my guy, Chris Melendez. Sorry you couldn't be here today. He's a fireman, so he's working, saving lives. Thank you for being a hero.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for having me on the show again. I love being here. It was a pleasure to meet Scott in person. I look forward to working with you. And I would just like to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. So, enjoy your weekend if you can. Definitely kick back, relax. It's the most difficult job ever. And, I love you moms out there, especially
Happy
like
Mother's Day, moms.
Yeah.
Especially my mom and my wife. Thank you for being a great mom.
Aww.
Awesome.
So sweet.